Hello, my name is Bob, and I'm with Red Friday. We support volunteer firefighters, and we just support their departments. And let me tell you why. 71% of firefighters in North America are volunteer. That means they're people that do this on a part-time basis on call. So day doesn't matter time of day, day of week. If they're needed, they're called and they are to respond. Usually, a volunteer fire department is suburban or rural. Now, generally, the career departments or the full-time departments are usually based in cities. A lot of respect for the full-time career firefighter, but we have a special place for the volunteer. So that, for that reason and many others, we want to support them in all that they do. And we also want to be able to call out and honor the businesses and companies that support the members of the volunteer fire department itself. You have to have an understanding employer who will allow you to suddenly take off and take the time you need to go and service the community as opposed to doing a profit-making activity for the business. It's kind of a big deal. And as a businessman and as a veteran, I understand most of that. As for me, one of the reasons that Red Friday is as strong as we are behind the volunteer fire departments in North America and other places, of course, too, is that I had some really early experience with being exposed to what a volunteer department is. My grandfather, Dr. Harris Gray, he was a major in the Canadian Army during the Second World War. And he was the second in command of two field ambulance. In fact, he's in the archives. His name is there. He took me to the Monmouth Fire Department, which has a station in Wilberforce, Ontario, where the family cottages were. My grandfather got a tract of land along the old Grand Trunk Railway, and my parents built a place not far from his. Anyway, we went to a pancake breakfast. It was great. They had the boot out, which is their fundraising, full of firefighters boot with money for charity. I don't remember what the charity was. I don't remember a lot of specifics. I do remember climbing on a pumper. And I do remember my grandfather saying that a good commando always fills his belly every chance he gets, meaning eat your pancakes, kid, because he never knows when he's going to get his next meal. Well, it was my granddad. He was a really neat guy, and I miss him terribly. Fast forward about 10 years ago, I would say, I was at an event, and I met a captain, a guy, he skips a truck, from a volunteer fire department, long-standing member, and he told me a story, which really kind of touched me. He he rolled up on a scene, and the decedent or the deceased, husband and wife was hysterical. They were trying to calm her down. Husband was dead on the ground. You could see that the moment he arrived. They were friends. They had been playing bridge together the week before, and they had plans to get together as couples, go and do a couples thing the following week. So, that was in a small community, rural community. And the chances that you're going to know somebody you're going to be treating or you're going to be saving, pretty high. Matter of fact, very high. So what happened? Well, he proceeded to do CPR on a corpse. The other firefighters got the lady calm enough so that she would get into an ambulance with the lie, because it was a lie, that her husband would meet her at the hospital. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a lie he would meet her. He just wasn't alive. And what do you say to something like that? How do you react to a story like that? I was dumbfounded. Like, I've seen a lot. I really have, but I'm nothing compared to so many others who've done so much more service, are so much more deserving of recognition for the heroes that they really are. And this guy is one of those understated heroes. He would literally lose it on me if I named him. So I'm not going to. I won't, because he's just that sort of person. He's low key. He's quiet. And after I asked him why did you do that? Well, he said, well, number one, and this was the obvious answer, was that we needed to get her to the hospital. We needed to get her in a controlled environment so that when she did get the really bad news, she would have help around her and support. Okay, absolutely, makes perfect sense. And he just wanted this individual to think that the husband was still alive so that they wouldn't make her day, her worst day, any more, I think nasty isn't even a word that applies here. Make it worse, I suppose, than it already was. So we didn't want to make the baddest day so far worse, I think is what he said. Wow. These guys are worth it. They really are. And they are the line of defense in communities that don't have career departments. So look, and this is what we can all do together. We have a directory. It's called SupportOurHeroes.Directory, HTTPS // Sign up. You get a free listing, and no problem. The basic listing is free, not an issue. We have paid premium listings. They run between $250 and $800 all in per year. It's still a good deal. It's actually a very good deal. You won't find anything competitive. And the revenue we make allows us to provide no charge premium listings for first responders, public safety sector, military, serving and non-serving, who have businesses. And we give them premium space and full support because we want to get them back on mission. But we've modified this and extended the offer so that we can support the companies and businesses and individuals, basically, because it always comes down to the individual. These fine people that support their community's volunteer fire department. It's important stuff. And it goes to honor spirits of volunteerism that I think a lot of us lament is so lacking in society these days. Well, these folks are the example. Help us highlight them and support them. By helping us, you're helping yourself. Because not only do you get an excellent online presence from it, you also get the pride and knowledge. And you can crow about it if you wish, that you support the right people for the right reasons. So, thanks a lot. Bob McTaggart, Red Friday. Have the best day. Bye-bye for now.